We're tracking two new storms near Florida and Mexico as communities along the Gulf Coast deal with major flooding from Tropical Storm Alberto. That was the first named storm of the season, which weakened after making landfall in Mexico yesterday. Dave Malkoff has been tracking the storm this week from Corpus Christi, Texas, and joins us now. Dave, it looks even worse than it did yesterday when we spoke to you. What's the state of the flooding there in Corpus Christi?
Vlad, this looks like it would be a beautiful day at the beach here in North Beach in Corpus Christi, but I want to show you something. This is not the beach at all. We're going to zoom into what's right behind me, and you see these are parking meters.
Right.
Look at that. This is actually the parking lot where you would park your car. So you would park your car nowhere near the beach. This is how far the storm surge has pushed this water into here. And as we walk over here, you see this entire sandbar here, you guys? This has not been here 2 days ago. This was all pushed by the pushing power of the storm. That's what they call the storm surge. And this has pushed all this sand up here. But after you get to the edge of the sand, it's all water. And down there is hotels, and there were people stuck in those hotels for days. We saw them coming out of there with their suitcase in their hand and kind of like walking through the floodwater. This is day 3, you guys, day 3 of massive flooding here in North Beach and in other parts of Corpus Christi, and also up as far north as Galveston. So no matter where you go, we are still seeing flash flooding and also all sorts of remnants of this tropical storm that was nowhere near us. Remember, the tropical storm was 300 miles away from us, and it did this.
So we're not just talking about heavy rain and storm surge. There's also a tornado?
There were actually two. There were two tornadoes 25 miles north of here. They were both rated EF0. Now, on the enhanced Fujita scale, it goes from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 5 being the highest. So this was barely a tornado, but it was a tornado. There were 2 of them. They touched down. They did cause some damage. No injuries or deaths up there 25 miles north of us here on the inland part of the Corpus Christi area where we are. But it is a tornado that's spun up from this storm. So remember that when these outer bands come out, it's not just a hurricane or tropical storm, but they can also spin up tornadoes. So you've got localized spinning in there. So there's all sorts of dangers in these.
And talk to us about the 2 new storms that are brewing, Dave.
I don't want to. Can I not?
That's good.
I would like to. Can I just have cognitive dissonance and not talk about those? That's what a lot of people want to do. But we do have 2 systems that the National Hurricane Center are looking at. Those are storms that are in Yucatan, and there's another one that's off the Florida, Georgia, South Carolina coast, and we've been watching those for a couple days, and those are now at 50% possibility of development in the next 48 hours. So the folks here in the Gulf and the folks on the East Coast, they are looking at a very, very active hurricane season. We are just at the A storm. Those would be the B and C storms if they do develop. And there's a 50-50 shot that that happens within the next couple days.
All right, Dave, thank you very much.